Okay. Wait ah. What's the sound? I got magic eh. Hello, hello. Okay. All right, I was just testing. Okay, so I've taught to you blah, taught you about genetics already, right? We have gone like very, very thoroughly about all the genetic makeup and all that. Okay, so we have talked about DNA, meiosis, mitosis. Okay, the biggest important thing you must remember, mitosis is making cells that are the same, exactly the same. Meiosis is making cells that have half the genetic information, is only to make sperm and egg. And I've taught you about genotype, phenotype. Remember? I ate big T, small t, and everything. All right? And then we talked about different kinds of genetic problems. Do you remember? Turner syndrome, Klinefelter syndrome, genetic mutation. Okay, today we're going to talk about uh, two other things. Okay, all right. So, do you remember this one? This one here. Did the big T, small t, X and Y. Do you remember? We did the X and Y and everything. Okay, so this is slightly different. Why is this slightly different? Okay, you look at this. Tell me, what do you see that is different? Last week we did XY, right? Why is this slightly different? You look at your paper and tell me, you have your paper, right? Okay. Can you tell me how this is different, please? The H has the H on the X. So it's just supposed to be XY only, right? How come the X has a H? Okay, this is called sex-linked characteristic. Sex-linked characteristic has nothing to do with having sex. Sex-linked characteristic means gender, meaning if you are a boy, you can kena. If you are a girl, very rarely kena. Okay, this is what I mean. All right. Girl got X X，对吗？Boy 是 X Y，对吧？这个 chromosome 跟这个 chromosome 哦，X 跟 X 是一样的 chromosome，不是讲它一模一样，可是它 carry 的 gene 是一样的。For example, if here carry brown hair, here also will carry brown hair, or maybe black hair, or maybe gray hair, but it has something to do with hair, correct? So that's what it means by homologous chromosome. 它 carry 的东西，它 control 的东西是一样的。But for guy, 这个跟这个完全不一样。It's a totally different chromosome. Okay? So what it means is girl got backup. 如果她这个 chromosome 坏了，女孩子如果这个 chromosome 坏了，她有 backup。男孩子如果这个 chromosome 坏了，他没有 backup。坏了，它就坏了啦。Okay? So there are two examples that you learn. One is hemophilia, another one is colorblind. 色盲 colorblind. Okay, we talk about colorblind. Colorblind easier to understand. color blind，你 color blind 哦，你色盲哦，不是讲你看不到颜色。It means what? Green and yellow and red. I think it's green red. Ah. Okay, wait, let me show you. Okay, color blind test. Okay, 你看得到这个号码吗？喂喂喂，你看得到这个号码吗？74。Okay, wait Oh, sorry, I'm a share screen 不是这样。Okay，看得到吗？74。Some people cannot see. Okay, all right. Some people cannot see the 74 because the yellow and the green and the red all blend together. Okay, can that's color blind test. 看得到这个吗？有些看不到的，那这个是假的啦。Okay, this one is 5. Okay, so it's for the red green color blind. Okay, red green color blind. So the color vision is on the X chromosome. Okay, let's say here 这边跟这边 This one give you normal vision, this one give you normal vision, so you're normal lah. Let's say 这个女孩子她的妈妈给她 color blind 的 gene，她妈妈的 chromosome 坏了，爸爸 normal，OK，就是讲哦，这个坏了，这个 OK，她有色盲吗？没有。Remember dominant recessive？如果 big T and small t 它是高的还是矮的？高的，记得吗？那个矮的，只要 small t 它才会矮。它 big T small basically 哦，有大的在，小的看不到，小的是没有will not show the characteristic。OK，so 这个是 OK，这个 color blind，it doesn't matter，它会用这个 OK 的 gene，所以女孩子很少 color blind 的，很少 color blind。可是如果妈妈有那个 color blind gene，女儿不会 color blind，很少，儿子就会 color blind，because 这个 from mother 嘛，from egg what，X is from egg，所以讲这个坏了啦，这个坏了，爸爸没有这个 gene 吗？Y chromosome 没有 color vision 的 gene，Y 的 chromosome is carry different gene，understand 吗？OK，so 如果他有一个坏了哦，他就有 color blind 了。Can you understand? OK，so color blind is 儿子会中，女儿很少中的，很少。OK，is passed down from mother to son，but the mother is normal，but the mother's father is color blind。OK，cancel 外公啦，外公传给妈妈，不是妈妈 normal，妈妈传给儿子，女儿 normal。还在 OK，so color blind 不用紧啦，只是青色、红色看不到罢了嘛，no big difference。红绿灯，所以 they have to take a special exam. They remember the position. OK，那种完全看不到颜色哦，是 something else 的，it is completely something different. OK，can alright. Okay，so hemophilia is okay，你们记得你的血会 clot，很 from 去有学过的 platelet will release an enzyme to change your blood from liquid into solid to stop you from bleeding. Okay, do you remember 的？哎呀，总之止血啦。OK，止血要有一个 enzyme。OK，now in order to stop bleeding, your blood must clot. Clot means 止血啦。OK，如果你的 gene 弱 you cannot, your blood cannot clot, your blood cannot stop bleeding. Understand? Okay, that disease is called hemophilia. Hemophilia. Can you understand? Okay, so it's exactly the same concept as colorblind. 如果你有 X H, this one means is normal. Okay? X small h means got hemophilia. Okay? Alright. So, 如果你是 girl 啊，你这样子，你有病吗？没有病。OK，如果你是 girl，你这样子有病吗？没有病，因为这个 OK，这个坏了不紧，有 backup plan。可是你是 carrier，you can pass down the gene to your son or your daughter，no to your son，but you won't have the disease。你的血 OK，可是你是 carrier，OK？So this one all OK，no problem。But if you are a boy，这样子 normal 还是有病？这个 normal 吗？是 normal 还是有病？Normal。But if you're like that，hemophilia，OK？如果女孩子要中 hemophilia 要怎样？这样子容易中吗？这样子两个小 H 容易中吗？很难中，就像爸爸也要有，妈妈也要有，What are the chances？不可能两个色盲的人结婚嘛，对不对？很少是吗？the chances are very very low. Get it? Which one higher chances？这样子还是这样子？Which one higher chances？这样子 higher chances 吗？这个chances，what is called chances in Chinese？啊？Okay, never mind. Itu aku pernah answer. Okay, the probability. Okay, the probability of this is higher. Okay，妈妈讲，如果你 fail 一科 subject，电话就拿掉了。一科 subject 啊，OK，你跟妈妈 negotiate 两科啦，妈咪，我 fail 两科 subject，你先拿掉电话啦，一科不要拿掉啦，OK，哪一个发现率比较高？fail 一个 subject 还是 fail 两个 subject？Which one chances are higher？一个 fail 还是两个 fail？定啦，of course it's one fail higher chances right？Two fail 没有这样惨的嘛，right or not？What are the chances？You understand or not? Percentage for probability. Do you understand probability? Understand? Okay. Okay, never mind, never mind. Alright. Do you remember how to do this? Okay, can you try? So, okay, look at this. The mother 有病吗？ Mother 有病吗？有还是没有？有。Father 有病吗？没有。Okay, try and do. When you see classes, Asa and but can you see them? If I pass, then is Ria can you see class? Any of you same class? Okay, you pass to them. Alright, and then nobody is same class with Ria. But can pass me. What are the chances? Who's gonna see them? Higher chances of seeing them? Okay. I pass all to you then. And I pass Thais and Denisha to you. You can pass there. Strongly we will use only during holidays and after holidays. Holidays first week of class, second week in class, don't know, right? Yeah. Okay, so the first one is right. Go use the paper, I will not use it during the online class. I should not earlier to you because I want to give you guys now, you guys have it at home so that I know use online version is no use now. If you listen to me. Baca sila, kena. Lepas yang ha? Okay. Okay, ready? Okay. So, Zayan, your paper is with Hugo, okay? Can I you get from him, ah? Okay. Now, meiosis, you split this apart. X big H, Y. X small h, X small h. Do you get it correct? Yeah, correct? Yeah. Okay. This with this X big H. So normal, normal, yes. Female, normal. Okay. This one, also female, also normal. So both the same. Oh, no need to write twice. Ha ha ha. No need to write twice, sorry. Okay. This one is a boy. This one also boy. Male hemophilia. What is the ratio? 1:1. Okay? But if you're a boy, 100% you have. If you're a boy, 100% you have colorblind. Sorry, you have hemophilia. Can understand? Okay. All right. Now I told you about color blindness, right? So the mother again is the carrier, and the father is will either have color blindness or not. Okay? Can you see? So this one is slightly different, slightly different. In this case, the father is colorblind, but the mother is carrier. Can see or not? Okay, can you try this? Try this. Okay, are you done? Can you understand? All right. So this one, X, B, Y, X, big B, X, small b. So this one is X, big B, X, big B. Is this a girl or a boy? Girl. So female, colorblind. Okay, this one also. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong one. This one is here. Sorry. Female, normal vision. Sorry, I also colorblind already. Okay, this one and this. So female, normal. Okay, and then this one is this and this. This one is female colorblind. Correct? Correct. Okay. And then this is X, big B, Y. And this one is X, small b, Y. So both of these are male. This is normal, but this one colorblind. And literally the ratio is 1 to 1 to 1 to 1. Okay? So 25% chance for everything. Okay? Can? Do you guys understand? You guys understand? Okay? All okay, Alright. So this is something called amniocentesis. It's like this. Okay. Okay, when a mother is pregnant and they do ultrasound, do you know what's ultrasound? Do you know what's ultrasound? Okay, what can they detect? Okay，如果他做 ultrasound 他只是照罢了，OK，他只是照罢了，他只是可以看到 maybe 看到他有是男还是女啦，看有没有 penis 啦，有 penis 就男的咯。then after that 可以看他的那个手啊、脚啊那些，可是你看得到他有没有 genetic disease，看不到的。Okay, the only way to know whether got genetic disease is to do something called amniocentesis，就是你用一个很长的针，细细的、很细的针，你 puncture 那个没有动到 baby 的，这里inside the fluid 有 baby 的 cell，baby 的 cell 有没有 baby 的 DNA？有，所以还用那个 baby 的 DNA 看 baby 有没有 genetic problem。Okay, not all children need to do this. You don't have to do this. They usually ask women who are older to do this, or if you want to be sure and check. But if you are somebody who baby 有问题没有问题我都不会打掉的就不用咯。This is how it looks like. Okay, so they put anesthetic and then they rub and then they put it inside. So you cannot poke the baby. That's why you have to have this ultrasound to make sure you don't poke the baby. It's only here on the sac only. Get it? Do you understand? I know, very hard to imagine now. Okay, is it good or bad? Some people just want to know. Some people are going to use this to tell. Okay? I don't know lah. It's not for me to say, but it's one way to test lah. So that if you know you have any diseases, you can check and be prepared. Okay? Can you understand? Okay. So, all right. Okay. The first thing you do is you put a needle. Okay? A needle is carefully inserted. Okay? The amniotic fluid. Amniotic fluid 是那个 the fluid inside the baby around the baby this one. The fluid around the baby. The water around the baby. You know, people always say, "Wow, 水出来了, going to have baby already." Water broke. The water is this one is the water that the baby is swimming in. It's called amniotic fluid. Okay. All right. So you extract the fluid. Inside the fluid got the baby cells. Okay. So what happens is you centrifuge to remove the fetal cell, and then you test to see the karyotype. So you can see whether it's a girl or a boy. Okay. Can you understand? All right. So what happens is you take the baby's cells, take the baby cell, then you arrange uh all the genes, all the chromosomes, and then you see whether the baby got problem. Okay? Can? All right. So why is it important to see whether the baby got problem? It's not so much I want to kill the baby. It's not about that. Sometimes the parents need to be prepared. If there is something wrong, I need to know. I know so that if anything happens, I can help my baby. Okay? All right. What I want you to do is, can you try this question? I'll explain to you in a while. Can you try the question? Okay. Now, when you take the babies no, doesn't have to be a baby, adult also can lah. All right. When you take a tissue and then you arrange all the genes like that, all the chromosomes like that, this thing is called a karyotype. Making it up is called a karyotyping. Arrange all the chromosome out. Okay, arrange all the chromosomes is called karyotyping. What kind of cell do you use? You can use any body cell. or you can use a fetal cell. Fetal cell means baby cell lah. Now, when you want to do this, right? Okay, when you want to do this, right? You want to look at the chromosomes, right? You want it in what form? You want the chromosomes to look, okay, wait ah. This one is chromosome, right? Before this happens, you know this is mitosis, right? Before this happens, how does the DNA look? Does the DNA look like this, or the DNA looks like Maggie Mee like that? Huh? Maggie Mee, right? It looks like this. Okay, 记得吗？ They have to arrange themselves 才可以变成这样。那个 chromosome has to shorten and thicken, right? Okay, 哪一个你可以 test chromosome？哪一个你可以做 karyotype？DNA chromatin like that 还是 chromosome？哪一个你可以 check chromosome？One or two? Two only can check, right? 如果它这样休息，你可以 check 吗？check 不到。So you must put a chemical to make it do mitosis. Okay? Do you understand? You have to make it do mitosis. Okay. 你要 check 那个 chromosome，你要 check 它这样，你要 check 它在 metaphase 还是你要 check 它在 anaphase？哪一个是最容易 check 的？你想一下，我要 check 那个 chromosome，哪一个最容易看？Prophase 是从这样子变这样子，可能你还没有你 stop 错时间，它还是这样。OK，metaphase 他们在排队，anaphase 他们分开，哪一个 phase 是最容易看到 chromosome？anaphase 分开了吗？哪一个最容易？排队的时候啦，get it 了吗？所以我拿那个 cell 的时候，我放一个 chemical，我要它做 mitosis，so that I can see the chromosome。可是他做 mitosis 他做到一半我就要停，他做到 metaphase 我就要他停，I said 了，OK，so that I can see the chromosomes properly. Alright, so a chemical is added to stimulate process X. Process X is mitosis. After 3 days, other chemicals are added so that the cell division stops at Y. What is Y? Metaphase. Okay, can? Alright. So, this doing this karyotyping, is it a good idea? Do you think? 这样直接 test 你的 DNA good idea 了 Why? Why is it a good idea? 可能你有一种病会传给 baby。你做这个的时候，不是讲你 cannot have baby, but you can take medicine so that your baby won't be affected. Okay? 如果你有这种病，你自己也知道，你可以 prevent earlier. Alright? So, state 3 applications of genetic research to improve the quality of life. How does this improve quality of life? Okay, so you can test your DNA, all right, to know if you have any genetic diseases. Okay, and if you have a genetic disease, you can do something called gene therapy. Seeing what kind of gene you have, it's called genetic genealogy. That means 看你有什么 gene. Maybe you got hemophilia gene. Maybe you got this gene, you got that gene. Okay? One more I know 你们很聪明的. If you watch show, how do you know the person is killed the murderer? He's the murderer. He left his DNA there. Right or not? Okay? That is called forensic science. Okay, I know you're very tired. We take a 2 minute break. Okay, take a 2 minute break. Take a 2 minute break. Okay, go. Okay, so now gene therapy. Okay, gene therapy means you have a gene that doesn't work. You put in a gene that works. Okay, you put in a gene that works to fix it. Usually, you take a virus and put inside. Okay, to fix the gene that is rosak. All right. Okay. Okay. Genetic engineering. Okay. I want you to think this through. Let's say, 你知道什么是糖尿病吗？ Okay, 糖尿病 is diabetes. Okay, so diabetes 有两种，一种是 type one，一种是 type two。Type one 是你的身体不可以做 insulin。你吃很多糖的时候 when you eat a lot of sugar, when your sugar go up, you will die. So the moment you eat a lot of sugar, your body has a hormone. This hormone is called insulin. Have you heard of it before? Okay. Insulin is the hormone that 你吃很多糖的时候，那个 insulin will be released from your pancreas, it will be released to make the glucose go down. Okay? Okay. 如果你很喜欢吃糖，你每天吃糖，每天吃糖，每天吃糖，你的 pancreas 笨了，因为你的 pancreas 笨了，它不会 release insulin 了。Okay, so 你有吃糖，你没有吃糖，它就乱 release insulin，或者你吃糖，它的 insulin 不够，所以你的 sugar cannot come back to normal，所以你小便有糖在里面。How you know 嘞？Nobody got taste People do test, okay, got sugar inside. Okay, so do you know anybody with 糖尿病？是认识啦，外婆、外公、阿公、阿嬷。Father, mother, maybe somebody you know got 糖尿病. Okay, correct? Alright, so what happens is the insulin level high, but 可以医的吗？可以啦。What must you do? 不要吃糖啦，你不要吃糖就没有病了啦。Okay, so this one can cure. The pancreas 笨了可以教回的。你可以教你不要这样笨，我不要吃糖了，你乖一点。So this one can cure. Type 1 diabetes is very sad. Type 1 diabetes is 你没有吃糖，你小小的时候，差不多你们这种年龄，suddenly 你的 pancreas suddenly 不要做 insulin 了。Suddenly, it's just no reason. Okay, it just doesn't want to make insulin. So your your pancreas just suddenly doesn't want to make insulin. So it happens when you're about this age. Okay? So what will happen to you? 你吃糖的时候，你吃饭的时候，你的糖就一直高高高高，你就 coma. Okay, you just do like that. So what happens is you have to give insulin injection. Have you heard of this before? Insulin 打针, insulin injection. Okay, here's the problem. Insulin 从哪里来？ Insulin 是人做的噻。So what do I do? 我去 kidnap Hugo. Okay, this is Hugo. I got diabetes. I go and kidnap Hugo. I put medicine. I make him coma. I take a tube. Push his pancreas and I make him a machine to get insulin. Can or not? If I want to, can lah. But not good lah. Okay, so no. What do the people used to do? Instead of taking Hugo, they will take animals. And then the animals, they will take the pancreas and they will extract the insulin. Is that good or bad? Bad, because if you take from animal also got disease. If you are a Muslim, you cannot take from a pig. If you are a Hindu or a Buddhist, you cannot take from a cow. And then on top of that, there are the diseases that is brought by these animals. But last time, that's what happens. If you got type 1 diabetes, sure die. Then somebody said, 为什么我们这样笨？其实我们会做 insulin 是因为我们有 insulin gene。我哪一个人的 chromosome gene，我去找那个 insulin gene。Okay, let's say the insulin gene is here. 这是 human cell 啊。Here is the insulin gene. 我用剪刀剪出来 not real scissors 啦 chemical 的剪刀我剪出来，这个是 insulin gene。OK，我去拿 bacteria 很小个的嘛，我去拿那个 bacteria 剪那个 plasmid 出来，把 human gene put inside the bacteria gene. Okay, am I putting the whole human gene or am I only putting insulin gene? Only the insulin gene. Okay, so it's basically, I want you to think of it like that. 我要复印这本书，OK? 我要复印这本书哦。When I am photocopying this book，我去拿一张纸，一张纸哦，1块钱，拿1块钱放进去。So when I photocopy the book，那个1块钱有没有 photocopy 出来？Yes，一起啦，粘在一起啦。我拿1块钱粘在那个书里面。So when I photocopy the book，我的1块钱 also photocopy out。Yes, that's what I do. So I go and cut out. I go and cut out the insulin gene from a human. I go and put inside a bacteria, and I just make the bacteria produce lots and lots of insulin. So, do I have to worry about bacteria 是猪肉还是牛肉? Do I have to worry? No. Do I have to worry about killing the bacteria? No. Can bacteria reproduce very, very fast? Yes. So now insulin is very easy to get. Do you understand? Okay. So, do you have your textbook with you? Can you read this page? Okay. Can you read this page, this part here? And I want you to do this page. Okay, I want you to read this and then try and do this part here. Recombinant. So this is called recombinant, okay? Try and do this part here. Alright? Read this page and try and do this part. Okay, can? All right. Okay. What is the purpose of genetic research? Okay, increase job opportunities, yes. Detect genetic diseases in early stages so that we are able to uh, better treatment, yes. Knowledge of genetics can be used as biological weapons during war. Yeah, it's stupid, but yes. Okay. Uh, so really lah. Okay. Lowering the risk of inheriting genetic diseases from next of kin, yes. Okay. Reduce the anxiety by health conditions, yes. If you know, it's okay. You just need to know lah. All right? Can? Okay. So recombinant is what I was telling you just now. Just now, what do? They take the human insulin gene and they put inside who? Bacteria. This is called genetic engineering. Genetic engineering 不是把翅膀放在那个 horse 放在马上面，那个马会飞。No, no, no. That is not genetic engineering. Genetic engineering is you take the gene, uh, they take the gene from the human, just one gene and place it in the bacteria. That's called genetic engineering. Okay? So this technology combines two what? Combines two what? Different species to produce a new genetic trait. Okay, an example is the production of human insulin from bacteria. Okay, human insulin from bacteria. All right. Okay, I want you to imagine something. This is a tree. This is the apple tree. Okay, this is a worm that loves to eat the apple tree. Okay, every day I just spray pesticide, spray pesticide, spray pesticide. Good or bad? Bad. Because pesticide 是那个 poison, so that I kill the worm. Good or bad? Bad, because then the human will eat all the pesticide. So I know that the worm don't like to eat 苦瓜. Okay, 苦瓜它不喜欢吃。我去拿苦瓜的 gene 放在苹果的 gene。OK，那个苹果人吃的时候不会苦，可是那个昆虫吃的时候就很苦。That is called genetic engineering. Can you understand? Can you imagine? Okay. So that is called genetically modified organism. Okay. This technology combines genes from two different species. Okay. You take animal with plant genes or bacterial genes. Okay. So when you have an apple that no the insects don't want to eat, is that good or bad? Yes. So it increases commercial quality. Commercial quality means 比较好卖. And you use less pesticide. Okay. You can? All right. Three advantages and disadvantages of genetic engineering. Okay. Okay, advantages is 你知道你有什么病 can identify uh, har- uh, diseases that are from genetic diseases is called hereditary. Okay, I can identify genetic diseases and treat it early. Okay, you can produce better quality animals, farm animals and plants. Okay, can produce important medicines such as insulin. Before this, anybody with type 1 diabetes is just waiting to die. Okay, okay, okay. What's the disadvantage? If I put if I put 苦瓜的 gene 在苹果里面，好还是不好？不知道。现在吃可能 OK，10年过后可能我吃了有病嘞，对吗？Because it's two completely different genes, what? You don't know what's going to happen. Okay? So, uh, known side effects of consuming genetically modified organisms, GMO. Okay? Can cause allergy also. What if you're allergic to 苦瓜? Then how? Okay? Genetically. Okay, so if I make a banana that can grow really, really fast, then my wild banana will all die lah. Understand or not? Other species can become extinct. Okay? Got it? Alright. Are you ready? Ready? Genetic research has to be carried out with high integrity, yes. Genetic engineering can help humans in terms of health, yes. Genetic engineering technology can be used to manipulate crops and livestock in order to gain more profits, yes. The ethics and values practiced in genetic research should be respect religious and moral sensitivities. Yeah, you don't go and put animal inside have an animal gene inside a vegetable, and then people who don't take meat, it's not fair, right? Okay. The ethics and values should not be practiced. Uh, no, you must have ethics and value. You cannot just simply put any gene with any gene. Okay. Laws and regulations should be enforced to educate and guide. Yes. Okay, you cannot just clone whatever you want. I clone another Zine, then what happened? I clone another one of y'all, then what happened? Uh, I can frame you for something. Okay? Okay? Alright. This is the last part of the chapter. It's called variation. 你们这里全部一样还是不一样？不一样。为什么你不一样？为什么有些比较肥，有些瘦？Is it because of genetic or because of what you eat? Huh? What do you think? Okay. Let's say somebody, okay, 2个人，他们住在同一个屋子，吃一样的东西，这个很高，这个不高，是 genetic 还是 environment？genetic。OK，2个人，they are both twins。OK，一个住在 US，一个住在 China。那个 US 的10年后变成很肥，那个 China 的10年后还是很瘦。这是 genetic 还是 environment？environment。OK， alright， can you understand？一样还是不一样？不一样。This is called variation。OK，这个2个 twins 啊，我是 A blood，你也是 B blood 啊，你也是 A blood。OK，你去中国住，我去 US 住，10年过后，我们的 blood 还是一样吗？一样。Is that genetic or environment? Genetic. So certain things are only caused by genetic. Blood type, gender，2个都是男的，去10年过回来会不会上帝变女的？Don't talk about surgery naturally no. So that is also genetic. So gender, blood type, hemophilia, color blindness, all of this is genetic. OK，可是肥瘦高矮 is genetic and environment. Okay, so those are the two kinds of variation. Okay, the two kinds of variation. All right, so the first kind of variation is called continuous. Okay, continuous variation. Continuous variation is caused by environment plus genetic. 就讲那2个 twins，一个去中国住，一个是去 US 住，一个很肥，一个很瘦。Okay, that is called continuous. Alright, what other things are continuous? Height, weight, skin color. 有没有只有2种人，黑和白？No, right? Got all sorts of color in between, right? Okay, so anything that has to do with environment and genetic is called continuous. And continuous will show many groups. 有一些人50公斤，有些人50.1、50.2、50.3、60、61、62、63，很多 category is continuous. Okay? The other type is called discontinuous. Discontinuous is gene only. For example, blood type. 你 either A 或者 B 或者 AB 或者 O，你可以中间吗？不可以。This one is 100% because of genes only. This is called discontinuous. OK，你看你的舌头，Can you do this? Can you do this? This one, can you do this? It's either can or cannot. 你不会，你不能学会的。It's also genetic. Cannot is recessive. 不可以的，有些人可以就不可以，不可以就不可以的。So is discontinuous or continuous? Discontinuous. Genes only. Can you understand? Alright. Please do this part. It's very easy. 不用做整个，只是做 first part only. Just do the first part. This one and this one. Okay. Based on what I just told you. Quick, quick, quick. Okay. Variation is the differences. Variation is what makes us different. Okay. So it's the differences in characteristics from the same species. Okay, it must be the same species, ah. No point I go and compare you and a dog for what? Long hair, short hair. What's the point? No point, right? Okay, it's between the same species. Okay, differences in characteristics. Okay, all right. Continuous. Wait, ah. Okay. Continuous is caused by environment and genetics. Okay. This one, this continuous is genetics only. All right. Okay. All right. Can you inherit your mother's blood type? Can you inherit color blindness? Yes, no? If you blood type and what do you call it? Color blindness, all that, can you inherit? Yes or no? Yes lah, of course. 你妈妈 A blood 你也 A blood 啦，可以 inherit 啦，can 啦，can inherit. Okay, but but if uh weight and height, can you inherit? No.妈妈很美，可是妈妈去 gym 1天3个小时，你每天吃 ice cream，你不会美。Example, alright? So for example, height, body mass. This one is blood type, okay? Curly or straight hair is inherited. Okay, ability to roll tuck also. Can understand? Now, when I have okay, when I have a graph that tells me whether it's a girl or boy, male and female is continuous or discontinuous? Discontinuous. You're either a male or a female. Okay? But if it's height, got a lot of people who are short, got some people who are tall. Okay, I'm going to stop here. You all try and finish the rest of the paper, okay? Go home and go through your textbook and go through the, okay? Try and finish. Okay, don't lose the paper. Next week class is online, alright? OK。